Hi guys, Hamster here with part 4 of my SPR project. Finally a few more parts came in and you can see it's starting to look like a rifle. The upper is obviously here and installed on the lower. Now I actually have a working AR. And I'll tell you what I got here and so how far it's going. This is an upper I bought from Bravo company. To save time and energy, I decided just to buy a complete upper that was already assembled. The barrel, handguard, and upper receiver were already installed, which made things a little simpler and faster. Plus, it's what I wanted anyway. And what I have here on this upper is from Bravo company. This is their SPR Mark 12 Mod 0. It's running a smooth round handguard. This is a free float. It's extremely nice in the hand, very comfortable. It's got rail on all 4 sides, but on the 3 o'clock and the 9 o'clock position it just runs a small section of rail. More rail than I need, but the diameter feels awesome in the hand. It's also extremely strong. It's very lightweight. It allows the barrel to be free floated, which will improve my accuracy. It's painted in a flat dark earth, which matches extremely well to the Duracoat we did on the JD machine lower. Now this barrel is a heavy stainless barrel, so to cut down weight, I went with the PRI because this is carbon fiber. It may not look like it because it's painted, but it is carbon fiber, so therefore it is very strong yet very lightweight. I'm trying to keep this rifle under 12 pounds. That is my goal. When it's completed with optic and everything, to be under 12 pounds. I'm right on track to be pretty close to that. Now this upper came with a PRI folding front sight, which acts as my gas block and my front sight. It did not come with this muzzle device on it. It came standard with an A2 birdcage, which I took off, and I installed the muzzle brake from Surefire. This is an MB556K muzzle brake. I opted to go with this muzzle brake to give me faster follow-up shots. I decided I wanted to go with the muzzle brake, and this is the one I chose. And this muzzle brake also acts as a suppressor adapter. But I've heard really good things about this muzzle brake. I'm looking forward to trying that out. I'm also running a bipod on this. I'll probably do a separate review just on this bipod. This is a LaRue tactical bipod. It's actually a Harris bipod that's been modified by LaRue, and I gotta say it's an outstanding bipod. But on this upper, I also went with the guts in the upper receiver here from Bravo company. So I got a Bravo company bolt, which is a full auto bolt carrier. And the bolt I also got from Bravo company, and their bolts are high quality. They're all shot peened, high pressure tested, and magnetically particle inspected. And the upper receiver and the barrel extension both have the M4 feed ramps cut in them, so outstanding. The upper comes with the dust cover and the Ford Assist already installed, so there's nothing for me to do but drop in the bolt, in the bolt carrier, and drop in the charging handle. On this, I opted to go with the BCM Gunfighter charging handle. This is the Mod 4, which is the medium. All my ARs, I'm running the Gunfighter charging handle medium on it. We have the Magpul bad lever, the Magpul MOE grip. All my control surfaces I like to keep identical on all my ARs. So the grip's the same, the bad lever is the same, the charging handle is the same. All my control surfaces that I have to manipulate, I like everything to be the same, so there's less chance of me screwing up. Like I said, the trigger guard on this is the Troy Industry trigger guard, which is really nice. It's aluminum. It operates just like the factory trigger guard. It still uses a spring-loaded detent, so it can still swing down should you need it. But it's aluminum, it's strong, it's oversized for a gloved hand. You can get a look here, a little bit more at this upper. It's just absolutely beautiful. Like I said, the barrel is stainless steel. The diameter of this appears to be 750 thousandths. So I'd say it's a medium to medium heavy profile. So it does add a little bit of weight, and which carbon fiber up front does help mitigate some of that a little bit. For the backup iron, I also opted to go with the PRI setup. So I'm running the PRI front folding sight and the PRI rear folding sight. These sights are real easy to deploy. They're held in place with a spring-loaded, like a ball bearing detent. So there's nothing to do to deploy the sight. You just simply grab it and flip it up. And then once you grab it and flip it up, it locks into place. So to retire the sight back to its at-rest position, you have to push in this button and then lower the sight down. So it's real quick to deploy. Just push the detent to lower it. When it's in the deployed position, it is locked in place. It is not going to go anywhere. No matter what you hit it with, it's going to stay rock solid. Now the front sight is shrouded, but there is a relief cut on it so you can get your tool in, and it's a standard AR-15 front sight post. But very simple to, if you need to deploy that, just grab it, flip it up, locks into place. And as I went with the PRI, just so the deployment and the retraction would be the same, keep everything simple. However I deploy the front sight, the same technique for the rear. The one thing I did like about the rear sight, you can see here a little bit better look at that. It does have the large and the small aperture, and the PRI sight here is in the same plane. So whether I'm on the small aperture or large aperture, my zero does not change. And I will zero these iron sights with a 50-200 meter zero. I find that to be pretty effective, and I figure if I'm down to using iron sights, that'd be a good option for me. And I'll probably zero those in with some M855, some 62 grain rounds. Not real critical. I'm going to set those up for the Mark 262 round. So these will probably be set up more with the M193s and the M855s. But I'm real happy with everything so far. The fit between the Bravo Company upper and the JD Machine lower, I could not be any happier with. The fit is absolutely perfect. There is like zero play in this. Look on this side here. The front bipod is a swivel bipod, so it does tilt and swivel, and has a large adjustment knob here, which is very easy to activate with your hand, and you put just a slight amount of tension on there will give you a complete lockup in the bipod. Extremely happy with the bipod. Like I said, the barrel length is 18 inches. It's a stainless steel barrel. It does have a 5.56 chamber, so this is chambered in 5.56, and it's running a 1 in 8 twist. And on the stock, we have the Magpul PRS rifle stock, nothing super special here. I'm running a standard rifle spring and rifle buffer. So, and this 18-inch barrel does have a rifle length gas system. So I'm anticipating this being extremely smooth shooting, reliable rifle. I don't see anything weird happening with this. The Bravo Company uppers are all test fired at the factory before they go out. The headspace is set and they are test fired. And they actually test fired it with the bolt and the bolt carrier that I purchased, so it came pre-test fired. So I know this is going to work the first time I pull the trigger. I have no doubt. This would be my second upper from Bravo Company, and the fit and finish and the quality materials from them has been outstanding, and the prices I think have been fair for the quality level you get. And like I said, on the barrel, this is stainless steel, but the barrel has been finished in black on this particular version. So I'm extremely happy with the appearance on this, and I think I'll be extremely happy with the performance also. I think this has turned out to be a very attractive looking rifle. I think the combination of parts are going to complement each other. The fit and finish on everything is turning out beautiful. The coloration on the front handguard matches virtually identical to the Duracoat that we put on the lower here, and the Duracoat matches really well to the Magpul furniture, but depending on how it's sitting in the light and how the light reflects on it, because this is the plastic and this is the metal surface, it looks either like two-tone or sometimes it looks the same depending on which way it's sitting and which way the light hits it. So, but the finish on it is, I could not be happier. Like I said, the JD Machine and the Bravo Company upper fit together fantastic. This has been a pretty simple and satisfying build so far. Still waiting on the optic mount. It should be here shortly. But then I think I may be dead in the water for a while because the scope that I ordered has been delayed. The manufacturer said the lead time's been kind of bumped back a little bit. But it's already been ordered, so I'm just going to have to grin and bear it and just wait for the scope to get here. I'm not going to change my options on the optic because I've got my heart set on this one particular manufacturer because they have a feature on their scope that I'm dying to try, and they have the zero stop, so I'm going to wait till it gets here. I'm not going to go with a different optic. But the LaRue bipod is fantastic. I got a LaRue upper or optic mount coming, which should work perfectly with this adjustable cheek piece here. The only thing I did notice when I'm using the iron sights, I do need to adjust this stock down to back its low position, and then I get a perfect sight alignment with the iron sights. But then with the optic, I'm anticipating needing this, so I should have the best of both worlds. This PRS stock is seeming to be working quite well. So like I said, I'm trying to keep this thing under 12 pounds. So far as the rifle sits, as you see it right now, we are at 10 pounds even. I just weighed it this morning, and exactly as it sits is 10 pounds. And then for the manufacturer's specifications on the optic mount and the scope, and then I may be adding a sling mount to the front because I have no place to put a sling on the front of this, so I'll probably add a sling mount on the front here so I have the ability to put a sling on, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do yet, but I want to have the ability. This thing should come in right around 11 3/4 pounds. So give or take a little bit, it should definitely come in just under the 12-pound mark, which for a precision weapon with that stainless steel barrel should be pretty sweet. I was hoping to keep it under 12 pounds. The carbon fiber up front did lighten the weight, keep the weight down. Of course, the little longer stainless barrel adds some weight. The PRS stock feels extremely solid, and I love the adjustability on it, and it just feels extremely comfortable. It does add a little bit of weight, but in this case, where I have that heavy stainless barrel in the front and that bipod, my balance point on this rifle is right there in front of the mag well. This thing is perfectly balanced. Granted, it's a little heavier, but I mean, there's no way to get all of these features without adding a little bit of extra weight. But the balance on the rifle is feeling perfect. So with the optic on there, I don't think it's really going to change the balance pretty much. Between the stainless barrel and the PRS stock, I'm getting a perfect balance right in the center of the weapon. So I just cannot wait to try this thing out. But this would be part 4 of the SPR build. This is where we're at so far. These are the products that I've used. Like I said, we're running the Geisley ssa-e trigger on this. I'm running the Magpul furniture, the Mo grip, the PRS stock. The upper and the bolt carrier group are all from Bravo Company. The barrel is a Bravo Company. The front and rear sights are PRI. The muzzle brake is from Surefire. And this is a bipod from LaRue, and so far this is turning out to be an outstanding build. I'm sure this will not let me down once I get out to shoot it, and I can't wait to maybe share that with you guys also. So next time we tune in, hopefully I'll have the optics on here, have the thing completely finished, and then hopefully I can maybe take you guys out to the range with me and show you what this collection of parts is capable of. So that's SPR build part 4. Thanks for watching.